What's up, guys? nethervvoid here, back with more DungeCraft Season 4, and I bet you, by the search bar here, you can figure out what we're going to be doing today. Bees. I need bees because I need beeswax to automate my peat farm. So what we're going to do here, first I got a list of stuff I want to do. We're going to make a scoop. A scoop is the tool used to basically pick up bees out of the wild. So it's pretty easy to make, just some sticks and a piece of wool. And I should have some wool here. Let's make, well, probably only need one scoop for now, but we'll keep an extra piece of wool just in case. Because, and am I running out of wood here? That's what she said. Scoops break rather easily, actually. So sometimes it's good to have an extra one lying around. So actually, I will make two. I'll keep the extra one in my bag of tricks here. So let's make two of those guys. Now, one of the main things you're going to need with bees is propolis. And the reason that is, if you watch Season 3, you know already, propolis is used to make apiarist pipes. Apiarist pipes are one of the best ways, in my opinion, to automate bees. There's also a way to do it with the ME storage system, which I'll probably do that in the future. But for now, I'm just going to use propolis and get those apiarist pipes, because that's the easiest way to just configure it. It doesn't take any power. It just kind of runs on its own, so it's easiest. As you can see here, this is the ME chest. I've pulled about 4 9x9s, and it's only up to 26,000. And I think that's because once you get all these item types in, it really doesn't grow too much. So I'm going to keep working that and gathering more materials. I haven't got that much. I'm really watching this so I can get another drive and maybe convert this thing shortly into a more complicated system. So got to watch my power there. So I've set this portal up to get the bees I need to get propolis, because if you use any other bee, to get propolis, you need to go all the way up to the industrial branch, which is really deep into bees. We don't have that luxury right now. There's only one bee that can create propolis right out the gate, and that's tropical bees. So you can see I'm in a tropical, I think it's a mini forest. Yeah, mini jungle. Tropical bees basically grow off the tree here. So just left click with your scoop, boom, they pop out. Pretty cool. You're always going to get a princess, and you should get a drone. I'm not sure if it's the other way around. I'm pretty sure you always get a princess. Sometimes you get the sticky comb. I think you get both bees, and sometimes you get the comb. What we're going to do, though, is we need every bee type needs a certain kind of flower. Oh, you know what I need? I might not have them. I need shears to get these. Yeah, I need shears. Where are you? Thank you for having shears. It's so cool. These type of bees really want these vines. So I'm just going to grab a couple pieces of vine here. Now, they do reproduce, so it's not like I need to get a whole bunch of them or anything. And really, I only need one set. But if I wanted a lot of propolis, I'd probably grab a bunch of sets, you know, maybe try to find some more. I searched for a long, long time to find this hive, though, so, you know, it does take a while to find those hives. So I've got my tropical bees, which I'll get propolis from, but tropical bees don't make beeswax. Pretty much every other kind of normal bee, not an extra bees mod, because we don't have that in this mod pack. Pretty much every other kind of bee makes beeswax. So I'm going to stop the camera because I have not found a regular type bee. I need to go collect probably 3 or 4 of regular type beehives. Again, I've made sure my house was in a biome that's normal temperature, normal humidity, so most bees will operate here. In Season 3, unfortunately, I was in a high temp, high humidity zone, and a lot of the bees did not want to grow there, or did not want to flourish there, and so I had a big problem with that. Anyway, I will be back when I'm ready to grab those meadows and other normal bees. I'm going to try to get meadows, I might get forest, I don't really know. Hold on, guys. Alright, I'm back, and I'm not very far away from my house, as you can see right here. I already found a beehive here. I think these are forest bees. No, Meadows Princess. Nice. Okay, and I also found another hive down here, which is really lucky. They usually don't spawn this close. It's pretty easy to find these normal bee types, and wow, it's getting dark. We're going to have to go home. It's just really hard to find those tropical ones. That's why I found those first. I wasn't really that worried about finding regular bees. They're pretty much everywhere. They're almost in every biome. If you have extra bees installed, you're going to find even more marble bees and different stuff like that. I really wish we had extra bees. There's a bunch of cool stuff you can do with extra bees. Maybe I'll talk to Z-Fly, see if he'll upgrade this thing with extra bees, because there's tons of stuff you can do. It's a pretty cool mod. You can get all sorts of stuff. Like, it's a cool way to get like copper, since copper is pretty rare on this server. Oh, here we go. Now these, I think, will be forest bees. So yeah, another thing you want to do is try to collect a couple different types of bees, because you're going to need different types of bees. You're going to have to kind of marry them together so you can upgrade your bees and have them mutate and stuff. Now we got zombies here. I'm just going to pop out of here like so. Later, dudes. Now I need to do this. Oops. So he doesn't follow me. Always remember to reset that first portal, though. So I got quite a few bees there, and I know there is also a backpack in forestry that's for apiarists that'll carry a lot of bees, because they don't stack. The princesses don't anyway. And if the bees have any different traits, the drones, they won't stack either. And so it sometimes can be hard if you're going around collecting tons of different bees. So we're good to go there. The next thing I wanted to do, I'm just looking at my notes here, was craft a beealizer. So a beealizer is actually made in the carpenter. But we need a few things here first. We need some glass, a diamond. Seems like everything uses a diamond, which I'm so glad we found that. I can't even remember what it's called now. That super dungeon, basically. It needs tin, glass, and diamond. Yes. Ooh, and redstone. That's too much glass, is what it is. I was like, wait a minute, that's way more than I need. So let's put some of this back. Alright, there. We should be good to go now. So we make this in the carpenter. You need water as well. Luckily, I've already got it set up, but I need to turn it on. As you can see, now my bags are full from all the bees. Let's get that wrench out, and we can put one of these scoops away, and that'll help us a little bit. Oops, might as well have done this. Oh, you know what? We don't need this anymore either. You know what I didn't get is more flowers, but you know what? We don't need flowers now. What am I doing? So let's turn this guy on. There, he's going to get power now, and let's set this dude up to create a beealizer here. So it goes like this. And unfortunately, like a lot of forestry stuff, this is not in NEI apparently on this mod pack. So boom, beealizer. It's going to craft one. Since I only have enough to make one, it's only going to give me one, so that's great. You're going to use this to analyze what bee you got, what are the bee's traits, that kind of stuff. Not really right off the bat, but more when you try to breed them. For me, I'm just going to be working them through the paces just to get, you know, a little bit of beeswax and some propolis and stuff built up. I'm not going to really try to breed the bees. It takes a lot of time, and it's a lot easier when you have apiarist pipes already. So I'm just kind of gonna wing it for now. All right, so I have my beealizer. I did want to create that because I like to do that when I first get started. We can just put that in the old tool bag right now, because all the guys I have right now are standard bees. They came right out of the hive, so they're just raw bees. They don't have any cool traits. They're just the standard trait you can look up on the wiki. Okay, so now I'm going to craft a few things we're going to take out to the bee area. We did the beealizer already. We need a squeezer, because if we want apiaries, we're going to need seed oil. So we're going to need sturdy casing, glass, and tin. We should have the glass. Oh, we have all of it. So great. Actually, let's make a sturdy casing first. We're not going to need a lot of these, so let's just make... We don't need a plan for this. There we go. A squeezer. And we're going to need a carpenter, which I might have a plan for that. The carpenter, it will help us make the apiaries. You feed the seed oil directly into this guy, and then you pull out the apiary. So there we go. Running out of bronze a little bit. Let's see if we can just do this. There we go. Man, I love this thing. So, carpenter, boom, easy enough right there, isn't it? So, we also need a centrifuge. This is what you use when you get these honeycombs to actually get the product or whatever you're trying to get out of the honeycomb. You have to run it through a centrifuge. So, copper ingots and sturdy casing. Let's see if we even have enough for sturdy casing. We don't. Let's make a few more of these guys. And let's get one of these. I like how a lot of these are relatively similar plans so that you don't have to memorize too many things. All right, so we've got all the parts we need now. I've also pre-made an energy tesseract so we can transmit off that main power supply. I don't want to run a big line all the way out there to save 25%. I'm not going to be using this stuff that much. Once I get it automated and it's running full steam and it's running all the time, I'll figure out a way to get the power out there. Or I'll just live with the 25% power loss. It's not that much power. It depends. It depends on how much power I can generate. So let's get out there and set this thing up. I've kind of figured out how I want it. I got to remember to bring some flowers, though. Flowers. Let's get, I don't know, looks like we have lots of these. 11 should be fine. We only have 2 vines, but that's okay, too. So we're also going to need tons of seeds. Let's leave these here so we can get all the seeds in that seed bag out there. So I wanted to show you the new stuff I've got. I made a couple more lines in my railcraft room, and I also, because of all that quarrying I did, I built out the rest of the flooring here, so it looks pretty sweet. Remember, this is episode 16, so you'll get the full download in episode 20, and you'll get to play around with this. So the 2 new destinations, and sometimes that happens, you just have to reset the cart, are Peat Farm and the bees. The bees! We're going to take this one. We'll do Peat Farm later. So this is pretty sweet. So all of my tracks are going to look kind of similar. It's going to be sweet, you know, when they're all crisscrossing all over the place. This is probably one of the coolest transport systems I've made yet. It's not a real big-time transport system or anything, but it's kind of fun. So we're going to get the seeds real quick, as many as you can. They do not go very far. If you can squeeze like cashews or some other type of exotic seed, that's a lot better. You get more oil out of it, but I don't have anything like that, so it is what it is, I guess. I'm going to put some bees in this, I think. Let's put some of the bees away. Let's do that. Give me some space here. So now shift right click to get the seeds out of this bag. Yeah, I don't need any seeds. So once I knock all this down, I'll be able to get, well, we should probably keep 1 seed in there so it knows which kind of seeds to use. There we go. That's how it knows what to pick up and what not to. So we got our seeds. We got tons and tons of them. We should probably set up some crafting tables and stuff. Oh, we already have them. Cool. So where I'm going to put this, I was thinking about that, is I'm just going to set it up kind of like right here for now. So I'm going to set it up like, let's see. It's going to be squeezer to carpenter to centrifuge. Although the carpenter and centrifuge don't need to be hooked up together. Let's do it like this. But it does require power, so that's why those two are sitting together. This might not be the final build out. I'm just trying to set it up for, in a sense, like I've been doing a lot in Season 4, kind of a manual approach for now, and then I'll set up the automation later. So the squeezer is going to require power. Or is it? It should. I think they all require power, to be real honest with you. So let's get some conduit out. Good, we have a bunch. That's awesome. And probably could just set this guy up right there and run it all in the bottom. We do need... No, we don't need water. None of these need water. That's good. How am I going to pipe over? I wonder if I need to. I don't think it'll just grab it. I'll probably put the liquiducts on the bottom. I remember I had this problem before where... Oh, yeah, I'll just put them on the back. Let's get some liquiducts out as well. I'm almost positive I'm going to need the liquiducts. Alright, so let's lay those down. Actually, let's try it without it first. Let's just power this thing off the top. Actually, I want to do it from the bottom. There's only 1 layer in here, though. Really wish I would have made more layers. And you're going to see all the piping and stuff. It's not going to matter too much because this is more of a service area. I usually like to keep a bunch of layers if it's like my house so it looks nice still. But for this part, I don't really care too much. In fact, let's just do this. There, and let's go down to the bottom and just open this sucker up because I'm going to be piping eventually the seed oil down into a tank down here. So this should look pretty familiar. Do I have any? Oh, I should fill that in. Let's fill that in real quick. There we go. Yeah. Okay. So let's get the sucker hooked up. We're just going to hook the power up right here, which I'm not even sure I can. Yeah, I'm going to have to stand on something. Let's see. I don't know. This looks good. Let's see. I need a lot of room because iron tanks take up just tons of space. So just going to shift right click and connect. Oh, no, I have to have these on top because I have to turn them on and off. Remember, forestry items aren't smart enough to turn off all the way. So let me put the liquiduct stuff here, but I don't want to do it yet. Let's wait. So we opened up the access point there for liquiducts in the future. Now we're going to put this on top. Probably could just put the item tesseract right there, except it'll constantly transfer power in, so we don't want that. Yeah, we might want to put it right there. You know, in the ground wouldn't be bad for now. Let's just put it right here. There we go. Although, that is not going to work either. I'm getting hungry. That sucks. Alright, well, I really hope we get through this because we have a lot of stuff to cover. Alright, let's figure something else out. I could put it... Yeah, let's just do this. Let's do this. Let's put these up, right? I want to be able to turn each one of them on and off individually. Then we'll hook this like that, and I'll just put it on the end right here. Ooh, it might be better back here. It won't be in the way. Alright, so let's hook this up to the main power supply. We're going to say private and receive only, main power, do it. So now it should be receiving power. No recipe, but that's fine. Show, is it squeezing? It's not. Restricted pipe access? What? It should, oh, you know why? Because this is not exporting. There we go. There we go, and it's squeezing. So the seed oil is going to end up here, and that's fine for now. Let's just put all the seeds in there. It will stop if it fills all the way up. I'm pretty sure. Again, look, it takes, I think it's like 10 seeds per half bucket or some crazy crap like that. Let's turn these guys off until we need them. There we go. That's not really off, it's just export. Ooh, it's dark. Let's get back to the house and reset that. So you can see I've been working a lot on these areas, adding a lot of lighting and making it a little bit prettier and stuff. Because I can't record stuff like what I'm doing right now during the week. And sometimes I just play, you know, I want to play, but I can't record. So I just do the beautification stuff. Because that's, you know, I'm not going to record that. So I don't know. It's turning out pretty cool. I know I'm doing the same thing on Pyro's server. You know, when I can't record, I'm trying to do some stuff like, you know, build on my house or try to figure out what kind of structure I want and things like that, what I want it to look like. But it's a little bit frustrating when you want to build something that you haven't built on camera yet and you really need it bad and you just have to wait, like these bees. Can't really do anything without beeswax yet, so I kind of could with the aluminum cans, but it's a finite resource, so I really don't want to do it. So we're going to go hook these liquiducts up in the bottom here. We're going to go like this. Let's see. Because obviously it's not transferring on its own. And this is never going to have anything but seed oil in it. It's only going to be used to make like bee stuff. So we're going to left click, or we're going to right click this guy. So he's an export. Oops, can't do it like that. I was shift clicking. Get so used to that. So he's exporting, and we're going to have to get him a redstone signal. So I think I have some extra levers in here. I do. Awesome. And we don't need that anymore, I don't think. Yeah, we shouldn't need it. So I'm just going to put one here, turn it on. There we go. Seed oil going into the carpenter. So we're good to go there. Now what we need to make apiaries is wood. And as you can see, I've got a stack. So that kind of lucky there. I wasn't even sure I was anticipating that. And it's going to go in here like this. The recipe is very simple. And we're going to make, and this just gets us impregnated casing, I believe. Let's make 1 for now. I don't know. Let's make 4. Oh, power. It needs power. Alright, that's fine. Boom. So it's crafting. I think it takes a whole bucket to make 1. I'm not sure how much. We're about to see. And so this might take a little bit of time here. So you can also make, so it's not quite a bucket. I think each line of that is a bucket, I think. So you can also make like impregnated sticks and stuff for frames if you looked ahead a little bit on bees or you've done bees before. I don't suggest you do that in the beginning just because you don't have a lot of seed oil yet. At least I never do. If you've already automated your wheat farm, then you'll have tons of seed oil, so it won't matter. You can make whatever you want. But for now, I want to make basically apiaries. I don't want to waste my seed oil making sticks because you run out pretty quick. And you generally want, usually I like to get 8 to 16 apiaries pretty quick because I'm trying to, mutate bees and do all sorts of other stuff. So I got 4 impregnated casings, and I'm not exactly sure how to make the apiaries from here. Let's just check. Oh, yeah. Oh, it did tell us. So some slabs and then wood. Well, we've got this little dude over here. Let's get a few of these. Actually, a few more. I don't want to use up too much because then I won't be able to make any more impregnated casings. Probably should have made a recipe for this, but oh well, it is what it is. I don't know, 18 sounds good, I guess. I don't know if that's going to be able to make as many as we want to make. Let's just make 3 for now. I think we can just do those other ones later. So now we've made our apiaries. We're going to set up the bees. Now we're going to set up our regular bees probably just right here for now. So let's also drop the flowers, meadows, and oh yeah, you need dirt. That sucks. I forgot about that. Let's go get some. It's all over the place, right? They just use regular flowers, meadows, and forest. So we're going to do this. I don't know. Let's just get 2 right behind those apiaries so we can't see this freaking dirt. I hate that I have to have dirt there. It's nice to make flower pots, too. I might do that later on off camera. Oh, I already had dirt. Let's just do this. Let's see. In fact, for now, we're just going to do this. It's ugly, but it is what it is. There. Now, I'm going to put these bees in there, so let's get them out. Get them out of this bag. We need the meadows bees, and we need the forest bees. We don't need the other bees yet. We'll pull them out anyway, but we don't need them. So, there we go. We've got all this set up. So, the way you do this is how this UI works. The princess goes here, the drone goes here, and they'll craft into a queen. The queen will have then a full lifespan, and she'll slowly die off like this. As she's sitting there working, she might spit out a honeycomb here, or other items. There sometimes can spit out other items than just a honeycomb. The earlier bees are pretty crappy, but as you mutate them into higher level species of bees, they get much better at working and producing, and they last a lot longer. These initial bees are pretty bad. So you just put the princess there and the drone here, and now they're basically turning into a queen. Bam, it's a queen. Now this hive is active, as you can see here. And that's because it senses flowers, and it's daytime, and nothing's obstructing this thing from that sunlight. It only needs a block above it. You can put stuff all around it, it doesn't care, but the block above it cannot be blocked. Some bees like darkness, especially if you have extra bees, but these bees all act pretty similarly. So we're going to do meadows over here. We did a forest over here, right? Yes. We'll do meadows here. It doesn't matter if they're side by side, they don't really care. So these bees don't have any harmful effects, they're just regular. Good old regular bees. This is where I'm going to get my beeswax from, though. So, but here's the difference. This tropical drones, I'm putting way over here, and I'll tell you why. It's because these guys will poison you. So, in fact, that might not even be a good spot to put these guys. So, is that not working? Oh, there we go. Okay. So I don't want to put them near anything I'm doing like all the time. In fact, that's great. I can put the vines like right behind them, and they'll just grow all over the place. Let's keep it to a minimum, though. I don't want the vines getting everywhere. But there we go. Now this thing should have vines. It's got quite a big range for how far it searches to see if you've got the correct flowers. But I'm going to put this tropical bee in here, and I'm just going to get out of here. Because I don't want to get poisoned. It's not going to really kill you, per se, but it's just annoying. Let's turn this guy off. I don't need him anymore. Right? Because he's just drawing power now. Yeah, I still need this guy, so let's just keep him. Now, let's talk about the centrifuge, since I do have an extra couple combs I got from those, the hives. So the silky comb, that's what comes from those tropical bees. This is what will eventually get you propolis. So let's put it in here, and we got to turn the sucker on. So it starts working on the combs that you put in, or there's a couple other items you can put in here too. A honey drop and a silky propolis. This is perfect. You're going to get a honey drop from that comb 60% of the time. The silky propolis is only a 10% chance drop, so we got really lucky there, and that's kind of what I wanted. So you're going to take the silky propolis and run it back through the centrifuge. And most of the time, actually, I think it's 60% for silky propolis. I think most of the time you're going to get silk wisp out of it, but it's only 10% chance to get propolis from silky propolis. So the chances are pretty low. And that's fine. I mean, propolis is pretty strong. Those apiarist pipes are real strong, kind of overpowered. These other honeycombs, I'm just going to throw them in. You're going to get honey, and you're going to get beeswax. Beeswax is every time, and I think honey is not as often. So I'm just going to let them run through. I'm just going to keep the beeswax here. There's no point in grabbing it. Hold on a second, guys. Alright, so we're back. Wrong number. I don't know who was calling me. It's like midnight or something. No, it's 1 a.m. Wow, I gotta go to bed. So I got 3 beeswax and 2 honey drops. I need 4 beeswax to make wax capsules, I'm pretty sure. And wow, I can't put that back. That sucks. So let's look at wax capsules here. Oh, it's only 3. It makes 4. Nice. So basically what I'm going to do with these, let's get this out of there. I can just remake that any old other time. Is I'm going to make a whole bunch of these suckers and fill those with water, because now that's a permanent solution. I have an unlimited amount of those now, right? So I'm going to build up a whole bunch of these and use those wax capsules to make the peat over there. And that way I have an unlimited supply of peat as well. So as you can see, this dude's half dead. Nothing. Let's go look at this guy real fast. See if we've got anything out of him yet. Nothing. Probably won't get anything out of these guys for a while, and that's why it's generally good to crossbreed your bees as quick as you can, because the upgraded bee lines are the ones that produce all that. They produce pretty quick. Usually on the lifetime of a queen, I'll get like 6 or 7 items out of that an upgraded queen. But from these guys, I'm lucky to get 1 or 2. So let's just keep squeezing. Just fill this sucker up. It's not like we need the seed oil anywhere else. So sweet. Sweet. So it really sucks that we don't have extra bees, because there's a way you can make these bees so they'll operate at night too. You can change all the properties on your bees, which is really cool. But now that we have some honey, since we have a couple extra minutes or so, let me show you how to use the beealyzer. Not that it's going to matter yet, because I'm not breeding bees. You only need the beealyzer if you're going to breed bees. So I'm not really caring too much about that yet. So here's how it works. You're going to put your honey up here, and let's just put 1 honey for now. I might need honey for something else. And let's say I want to check out this Meadows Princess. I want to see, I'm trying to breed these bees, and I want to see kind of what she is. So her active gene is Meadows, and her inactive or passive gene is Meadows as well, because obviously this is a stock bee straight out of the hive. Flowers are flowers, and if you looked at the tropicals, this is probably say like vines or something. Fertility, that could be 4 times, and you get more drones out of the queen when she dies. That's the flower area. Effect none. The tropical bees have a poison effect. And lifespan short, right? Very short, shorter anyway. Speed slowest. This is production speed, very, very slow. Pollination, this is for if you're trying to make different kind of tree breeds. We'll probably do that later in the series. And again, it's meadows. So when you start crossbreeding them, you'll see a different species kind of lining up, and you should get something out of it. So that consumed that piece of honey there. You can do the same thing with drones, but I don't really have enough honey to be doing that yet. So you can see, obviously, it's nighttime. They're not doing anything. But now I can go check these guys. I shouldn't get poisoned, I don't think. And they're still not doing anything. Let's see if I get poisoned. Pretty much out of time, but this is the last thing we'll do. We went through the whole list. Nice. Everything I wanted to do, we did. Yeah, see the vine spreading. I was kind of hoping that wouldn't happen. But whatever. I don't really care that much. So yeah, not getting stung at night. Might be a good time to check your tropical bees, is when it's nighttime. So put the beealyzer back. Let's just leave that out. It's fine. Let's put some of this stuff away, though. So that's pretty much going to be it for bees. It's all set up now. I'm going to be maintaining it a lot off camera. Just kind of working it and getting it up to speed. Let's put this in here, maybe. There we go. And that way we can get that peat farm up and running, and then from there we can get the wheat farm up and running, which will get me unlimited amount of seed oil. I can really get my bees moving, tons of other things from that, and then finally I can get the other piece of the project I want to do up and running for the power system. It's just a long way around apparently. So anyway, that's going to do it. Let me know what you think. I know a lot of guys don't like bees. Let me know if you don't like bees. That's fine too. I think they're great. It's just a fun, different thing to do in modded Minecraft, and I really enjoy it. So anyway, let me know what you think about this, and I'll see you guys next time.